things are becoming more active in Somnium recently, and we're going to be doing a presentation on Monday for creators funding to build our virtual performing arts district of Somnium Space in a world. And it's going to be really big. It's going to bring in a lot of people, a lot of new interested parties, and we're excited about that. And this Wednesday, we have a big show honoring your 5,000 followers. Isn't that right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So, yeah, lots going on.
Absolutely. So, since we have you, I'm going back for the teleporter, and I will jump to your place. And in the
Okay.
meantime, you can tell us about maybe about the worlds, because we were already talking them, or we were talking about it's going to be here in the previous shows.
Mm-hmm.
Then with Jotka, she was actually quite excited about it as well. She's going to be developing more like some sort of game experience. But you are really looking to create something for, like you're saying, performing arts.
Right.
So it's like a huge idea. And yeah, so tell us about that, how it works, what is the plan, and how do you see
Yeah.
it like implemented like part of the Somnium space?
Oh, well, everything is going to depend on the World SDK, and we have to figure that out first. So it's going to take some time, but once we get everything the way we want it, the plan is to have about 6 different buildings in sort of a little square of sorts, with a little fountain in the middle or something like that. And all the buildings will be different types of venues, like a professional theater or a small playhouse, a karaoke club, an open mic club, things like that. And we're also going to have a performing arts institute where people can come and actually take dance classes or vocal classes or whatever, different types of performing arts, theater, and the like, and learn how to do that in VR. And we're going to have a concert series that will be slated annually, and people can buy season passes for that, and they can also buy individual tickets if they just want to go to one of the shows. And a lot of our community will be involved in those. And then we're going to also rent out the theaters. So the different performing venues, people can actually rent them out. And then they'll be able to bring in their own shows or performances, whatever they want to put on, not just for the Somnium people, but for their own people, because they'll be working venues with working lights and working curtains and applause, and all that kind of stuff is going to be functional, which is a lot harder to do in virtual reality, especially like in just Somnium. But we'll be able to do that in the world, which is, of course, its own instance. And so we're hoping to attract a lot of people that will be doing, virtual performances in a totally new and unique way, much like the real world. At least that's the plan. So that's what we're working on. And worlds, of course, you have to have a parcel to have a world, and then you put the world entrance on your parcel, and then people can get to the world through the Somnium parcel.
Yeah,
So
sounds
does that
cool.
kind of tell you what we're up to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit. Just for the people watching, you might like see a lot of like nothing. It's because I reset or just cleared my cache. So for all the buildings that are here are just loading slowly.
Uh, yeah.
Some don't get the chance. So actually, a lot of these, even when we are quite far from the city center, a lot of these are already functioning buildings with some events going on there. You can see even some music
Mhm.
here. Yeah, regarding maybe let's look at the technical aspects first. So how does the Somnium words actually work, and how is the coding? Because it's coding, right? It's not you can't do it in some like drag and drop builder, right?
I'm sorry, were you asking me?
Yeah.
The coding, I think, has to be done in Unity with Bolt, and we have a coder already on our project, Denevero. Denevero is going to be our coder, and then Ultralord is our he's going to handle our marketing strategies and our website, some programming himself as well, emailing, all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna have a massive marketing campaign that's gonna target VR users that are into the performing arts. We're gonna have targeted marketing ads. So these people will be like, wait a minute, what is this? Somnium Space? What are performing arts districts? This is, it's going to be something very fascinating, I think, for people, and they're going to want to come and see what it's all about. So we're excited about that. But Denevero is going to have his hands full trying to code all the things that I need to have working, like the curtains and the applause. And, we're even working on an instrumental ensemble. We're going to have the very first virtual reality instrumental group that can perform live with actual instruments. And it's going to be very, very challenging, but I think we can pull it off. So I'm super excited about that too.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. So far, so I don't ask all the questions, Elian. Do you want to take it over for a sec?
Yeah, sorry, I was listening a lot. So the idea sounds pretty amazing, and we talked, Artific and I talked a bit earlier about it, and we were not sure how it's going to be implemented. And I'm actually really glad to see that you are trying to promote your idea through Somnium World, which means that it will extend in various ways. And the idea of adding applause and curtains, I think it's just a start, of course, but I am very excited to see what options you will provide for the users that will make them actually like come for the first time. What I'm interested to see what would be the most interesting feature there. So,
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas. The applause is just one of them because it's really difficult to
mhm,
clap your hands when you have controllers in your hands, and so my idea is to have the seating with
mhm,
these little tablets. They're not going to be tablets like the one in Somnium Space per se, but they're going to be like attached to the seats, and
mhm,
they'll have buttons on them. So they, when you want to applaud, you can actually click an applause button and interact like that. So it'll make it a little more interesting, a little more realistic. We're trying to make it, uh, you know, instead of trying to
yeah,
do it instead of trying to do it as like a video Twitch feed where they
mhm,
see the live performer on stage, we're trying to do it where everything is going to take place in the world, in the game, and in the world. And so the actual performance is being done in VR. The whole all the music will be live. All of the dancing will be live. The theater, the
mhm.
acting will be live, and then the audience participation will be live as well. It won't be like you're sitting behind your computer screen watching a video of a performance and you're not really there. So we're trying to bridge that gap and to make it something more
But from
realistic.
your what you're saying, are you completely putting out the web part, or are you going to use web Somnium for some parts of the world?
Well, I don't think the worlds can work with the
Mm-hmm.
webs. I think you can in the future. They're gonna make it so you can get to the world through the web, but I don't think you can actually be in the world on the web. so I don't think that's an option.
But do you think that you
I'll
will
still have.
use the web world for some other like marketing stuff that you do, or
Yes,
yeah?
yes. Yeah, I was always going to have that. My parcel will still be a venue, and I'll still have events there and still promote things and help the virtual performing arts district. So, but yeah, it's a little hard because the web users aren't able to get in there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, so for
Um,
us,
one
that'll be more marketing.
one more question from my side. Do you have any real life venues that you would like to inspire the world that you're creating by either, I don't know, the shape or the typology or the type of
Yeah,
auditorium or
yeah. I'm actually considering several different venues. I worked in a couple venues down in South Florida, the Broward Center for the Performing Arts, and the Parker Playhouse. Um,
hmm
and I want to take design elements from those, especially the interiors, and we're gonna just kind of have to work with what we can because we're limited on
Of course, yeah.
space. You know,
In the start, I guess it will be more simple and it will progress through time. But I'm
Mhm.
always interested about what, for now, the goal would be, because
Right,
we
right.
saw previously that people usually use references from the real world, like in the metaverse, things can fly, and then
Yes.
somebody actually builds a billboard, or there's a different types that people bring in the metaverse. So it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see what musicians and performance artists would bring into the metaverse and what would be left out, what like we
Right.
can then see.
It's going to be exciting. I know we're going to find some really cool design elements to bring into our world space and just make it a pleasant place to come and be. And it won't just be for concerts. I mean, there'll be other events like comedians and dances and theater and karaoke nights where people can just come and hang out and socialize too. So it'll be a fun world to be in, regardless if there's a show or not. So it's going to be a cool place.
So it's a really awesome
I'm very,
plans. So maybe if someone would be interested in I don't know, collaborating with you, or maybe as artist, maybe as coder, or do you need, or are you looking for some collaborations or some people to help you with this project?
Oh, if people want to help, sure, they can contact me on Discord. And I'll also be putting out information after we get our funding and stuff taking place and we start to develop the different venues and whatnot. Because eventually, if we grow to the level at which I want, we're going to need venue managers. We're going to need coordinators to help with volunteers. We're going to have